turn. Trick, dodge.
What are you doing, Baldrick?
I'm carving something, sir.
What are you carving?
I'm carving Baldrick on this bullet, sir.
Why?
Well, it's a cunning plan, actually.
Of course it is.
Well, you know, they say that somewhere out there there's a bullet with your name on it.
Yes.
Well, I thought if I owned the bullet with my name on it, it would be fairly unlikely to get killed because I wouldn't be likely to shoot myself.
No, shame.
And the chances of there being two bullets out there with my name on it are very small indeed.
That's not the only thing around here that's very small indeed. Your brain, for example, Baldrick, is so minute that if a hungry cannibal was to crack open your head, there wouldn't be enough inside to cover a small water biscuit.
Bernard, your own
In England, we say good morning.
Look what I've got for you, sir.
What?
It's the latest copy of King and Country. Oh, damn inspiring stuff. The magazine that tells the Tommies the truth about the war.
Or in reality, the greatest work of fiction since Vows of Fidelity were included in the French wedding service.
Come now, sir. You can't deny that this magazine is good for the morale of the men.
Well, not of course. I just think more can be achieved by giving them some proper toilet paper.
Not with you at all, sir. What can any patriotic chap have against this magnificent mag?
Apart from his bottom?
Yes.
I mean, well, look at it. This stuff's about as convincing as Dr. Crooken's defence lawyer. The British Tommy is portrayed as 6'6", with biceps the size of Bournemouth.
Look, sir. This arrived here this morning as well.
What?
It's a good old service revolver.
No, George, it's a brand new service revolver which I've been suspiciously sent without asking for. I smell something fishy, and I'm not talking about the contents of Baldrick's apple bottle.
That's funny, sir, because we didn't order those new trench climbing ladders either.
New ladders?
Yes, they arrived yesterday. I issued them to the men immediately, and they were absolutely thrilled. Weren't you, men?
Yes, sir. Best thing we had. Best solid fuel we've had since we burned the cat.
Something's going on, and I think I can make an educated guess as to what it is. Something which you, George, would find hard to do.
Oh, true, sir. When I was at school, education could go hang as long as a boy could hit a six, sing a school song very loud, and take a hot crumpet from behind without blubbing.
Whereas I, on the other hand, am a fully rounded human being with a degree from the School of Life, diploma from the School of Hard Knocks, and 3 gold stars from the kindergarten to getting the shit kicked out of you. My instincts lead me to deduce we're about to go over the top.
Great Scott, sir! You mean the moment finally arrived was to give Harry her a darn good British style thrashing, 6 of the best trousers down?
If you mean are we all going to get killed, yes. Obviously, Field Marshal Hayes is about to make another gargantuan effort to move his drinks cabinet 6 inches closer to Berlin.
Bravo, wait a moment then, sir. I put over to glory. Last one in Berlin's a rotten egg.
Give me your helmet, Lieutenant. Didn't happen like that last night.
German Prince obviously moves.
Yes, good old famous German sense of humour. Schweinhund. Thank you.
Some sort of clever hat camouflage might be in order, I think, sir.
Permission to speak, sir?
Granted with a due sense of exhaustion and dread.
I have a cunning plan to get us out of getting killed, sir.
I see. What is it?
Cooking.
I see.
Well, Staff HQ are always on the lookout for good cooks.
Yes.
Well, we go over there, we cook them something, and we get out to the trenches that way.
Baldrick, it's a brilliant plan.
Is it so?
Yes.
To write home immediately. Baldricks have been trying to do brilliant plans for hundreds of years, and they've always turned out to be complete pigs for them. My mother will be pleased as punch.
If only she was as good looking as Punch Baldrick. There is, however, one slight flaw in the plan.
Really?
You're the worst cook in the entire world.
Oh, yes.
There are amoeba on Saturn who can boil a better egg than you. Your filet mignon in sauce béarnaise look like dog turds in glue.
And that's because they are.
Your plum duff tastes like it's a molehill decorated with rabbit droppings.
I thought you wouldn't know.
Your cream custard has the texture of cat's vomit. If you were to serve one of your meals in Staff HQ, you'd be arrested for the greatest mass poisoning since Lucretia Borgia invited 500 of her closest friends round for wine and anthrax party. No, we'll have to think of a better plan than that.
Well, how about a meal while you chew it over?
What's on the menu?
Rat, sauté or fricassee?
Ooh, the agony of choice. And sauté involves?
Well, you take a freshly shaved rat and you marinate it in a puddle for a while.
For how long?
Until it's drowned. And then you stretch it out under a hot light bulb. You get within dashing distance of a latrine and you scoff it down.
So that's sautéing and fricasseing?
Well, it's the same, but just a slightly bigger rat.
Call me Mr. Old Unadventurous, but I think I'll give him this just this once.
Well, all the more for the rest of us, eh, sir?
Absolutely, Private. Tally-ho, bath, bath.
Hello, Savoy Grill. Oh, it's you. Yes, I've been only 40 minutes.
Who was it, sir?
Funnily enough, Baldrick, it was Pope Gregory the IX, inviting me for cocktails and a steam over the saucy soup, currently wintering in Montego Bay with the England cricket team and the Barney's goddess of plenty.
Really?
No. He's summoned to HQ. No doubt that idiot General Melchett is about to offer me some attractive proposition to get my brains blown out for Britain.
Captain Darling to you. General Melchett wants to speak to you for a highly important secret mission.
What's going on, darling?
Captain Blackadder to see you, sir.
Excellent. Just a short back and sides there, I think, please.
No, that's Corporal Black, sir. Captain Blackadder is here about the other matter, sir, the, secret matter.
Ah, yes, the special mission. What I'm about to tell you, Blackadder, is absolutely a tip-top secret. And is...
Thanks, sir.
Now, I've compiled a list of all those with security clearance. Have you got it, darling?
Yes, sir.
Read it, please.
It's, top secret, sir. That's all the captain really needs to know.
Nonsense. Let's see the list in full.
Very well, sir. List of personnel cleared for Mission Gainsborough, as dictated by General C.H. Melchett. You and me, darling, obviously. Field Marshal Haig, Field Marshal Haig's wife, all of Field Marshal Haig's wife's friends, their families, their family servants, tennis partners, and some chap I met the other day called Bernard.
So, it's maximum security. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Only myself and the rest of the English-speaking world is to know.
Good man. Now, Field Marshal Haig has formulated a brilliant new tactical plan.
Now, would this plan involve us climbing out of the trenches and walking slowly towards the enemy?
How could you possibly know that, Blackadder? That's classified information.
Because it's the same plan we used last time, and the 17 times before that.
Exactly. And that's what's so brilliant about it. It will catch the watchful hand totally off guard. Doing what we've done 18 times before is exactly the last thing they'll expect us to do this time. There is, however, one small problem.
everyone always gets slaughtered in the first 10 seconds.
That's right. And Field Marshal Haig thinks this may be depressing the men a tad. So he's looking to find a way to cheer them up.
Well, his resignation and suicide would seem the obvious choice.
Interesting thought. Make a note of it, darling. Take a look at this, Blackadder. King and Country.
Ah, yes. Without a doubt, my favourite read. Soft, strong, and thoroughly absorbent.
Top all, Blackadder. I thought it'd be right up your alley. Now, Field Marshal Haig's plan is this. To commission a man to do an especially stirring painting for the cover of the next issue, as to really inspire the men for the final push. What I want you to do, Blackadder, is to labour night and day to find a first-rate artist from amongst your men.
Impossible, sir. I know from long experience that my men have all the artistic ability of a cluster of colour-blind hedgehogs in a bag.
Well, that's a bit of a blow. We needed a man to leave the trenches immediately.
Leave the trenches?
Yeah.
Yes. I wonder if you've enjoyed, sir, as I have, that wonderful painting, Bag Interior, by the Colourblind Hedgehog Workshop of Siena.
I'm sorry, are you saying you could find us this man?
I think I can. And what's more, may I suggest that once we've found our man, we perhaps post him to Paris to soak up a bit of the artistic atmosphere. Maybe even to Tahiti, as to really conjure up a masterpiece.
Yes, but can you find the man?
Now, sir, I think I can. Before you can say sunflowers, I'll have Vincent van Gogh stand before you.
Don't stop, sir. It's coming. It's definitely coming. I'm just not entirely sure that 2 socks and a hand grenade are exactly what the covers of King and Country are really made of.
It will be when I've been painting them being shoved up the Kaiser's backside.
Oh, now this is interesting.
What is?
Well, Private Baldrick appears to be a bit of an impressionist.
The only impression he can do is of a man with no talent. What's it called, Baldrick? The vomiting cavalier?
That's not vomit, sir. That's dabs of light.
No, it's vomit.
Why did you choose that, Private?
Well, sir, you said to paint what comes from within. So I thought I'd do my breakfast. Look, there's a little tomato.
Hopeless. If only I'd paid more attention in nursery art class instead of spending my entire time manufacturing papier-mâché willies to frighten Senator Wallace.
It's funny you say that, sir, because painting was the only thing I was ever good at school.
Well, it's a shame we didn't keep it up.
As a matter of fact, I did actually. I mean, I'm embarrassed to show them to you now, but you know, they keep me happy and keep me out of trouble. But you know, embarrassing door through it. I'm embarrassed to show them to you. Should have my hands cut off, really.
George, these are brilliant. Why didn't you mention these before?
Well, you know, sir, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet.
You might have at least told us you had a trumpet. These paintings could spell my way out of the trenches.
Yours?
That's right, ours. All we have to do is paint something to appeal to the simple-minded Tommy. Over to you, Baldrick.
How about a noble Tommy standing over the body of a murdered nun, what's been done in by a nasty old German?
Excellent. I can see it now. The nun and the home.
Brilliant. No time to lose. George, set the easel. Baldrick and I will pose. This is going to be art's finest moment since the Mona Lisa sat down and told Leonardo da Vinci she was in a slightly odd mood. Baldrick, you lie down in the mud and be the nun.
But it's all wet down there, sir.
Well, put it this way. Either you lie down in the mud and you get wet, or you get knocked down and you have a broken nose.
Well, it isn't that wet, is it?
No.
What are you going to be, sir? The noble Tommy?
Absolutely. Standing over the body of a ravaged man.
I want a wimple.
You should have gone before we started painting the picture.
Actually, it's a funny thing because my father was a nun.
No, he wasn't.
He was so, sir, because every time he used to appear in court and the judge used to say occupation, he'd say none.
Right, George, you ready? Let's get on with this.
Just about. So I think if you'd like to pop your clothes on the stool over there for me?
I'm sorry?
Just pop your clothes on the stool for me.
You mean you want me tackled out?
Well, oh, first though, sir, yes.
Yes, let me first remind you of the realities of battle, George. One of the first things that everybody notices is that all the protagonists have got their clothes on. Neither we nor the Hun favour fighting our battles au naturel.
Oh, sir, it's artistic license. It's willing suspension of disbelief.
Well, I'm not having anybody staring in disbelief at my willy suspension. But get on and paint the bloody thing sharpish. Brilliant, George. It's a masterpiece. With Pulsucci Baldrick.
But it completely covers my face.
Yes. Now, General Melty shall be here in a moment. When he arrives, leave the talking to me. I like to keep an informal trench, as you know, but today there will be no speaking without my express permission. Is that clear? Is that clear? Permission to speak.
Yes, sir, absolutely, sir.
Attention! Dugout, attention!
Excellent. At ease. Now then, Blackadder, where would you like me to sit? I just thought a simple trim of the moustache today, nothing drastic.
We'll hear about the paintings, sir.
Oh, yes, of course. Good Lord, George. How are you, my boy? I said, how are you?
Permission to speak.
Oh, absolutely top all, sir. With a yin and a yang and a yippity-doo.
Splendid. Your Uncle Bertie sends his regards, says you get a week off in April. Wouldn't want you missing the boat race now, do we?
Permission to speak.
Oh, absolutely not, sir. Permission to sing boisterously, sir.
If you must.
Row, row, row your punt gently down the stream. Belts off, trousers down, it's a life to scream. Ha!
University education. Just calm things.
Bravo. Now, what have we here? Name?
Permission to speak.
Baldrick, sir.
Tally-ho, yip-de-dap and zing-zang split. Looking forward to bullying off for the final chugger.
Permission to speak. Answer the General Baldrick.
Can't answer the General, sir. I don't know what he's talking about.
Are you looking forward to the big push?
No, sir, I'm absolutely terrified.
The healthy humour of the honest Tommy. Don't worry, my boy. If you should falter, Captain Darling and I will be right behind you.
About 35 miles behind.
Right. Stand by your beds. Now, let's have a look at this artist of yours, Blackadder. Next to me, darling.
Thank you, sir.
So, have you found someone?
Indeed I have, sir. None other than young George here.
Bravo. Let's have a little shofty then.
It's simply entitled War.
Damn silly title, George. Looks more like a couple of socks and a stick of pineapple to me.
Permission to speak, sir.
I think not.
Quite right. If what happens when you open your mouth is anything like what happens when you open your paint books, we'll all be drenched in phlegm. Good Lord, no, this is what we're looking for at all, is it, darling?
No, sir.
No, sir.
There is this, sir. It's by Private Baldrick. He's called it My Family and Other Animals.
Oh, good Lord, no.
Well, I'm afraid that's about it, sir. Well, you know, apart from this little thing.
Now that's more like it.
Who painted this, Blackadder?
Actually, it was me.
Permission to speak really quite urgently, sir.
Damn and blast your goggly eyes, George. Will you stop interrupting? No, this is excellent. Oh, it's totally inspiring. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir.
Makes you want to jump over the top and shout, "Yah, boo, sucks to you, Flitzy!"
Thank you, sir.
Are you sure you painted this, Blackadder?
Of course, I'm sure.
I'm afraid I don't believe you.
How dare you, darling? I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot let that slur pass. What possible low, suspicious reason could this office boy have for thinking I didn't paint the picture?
Well, 3 reasons as a matter of fact. Firstly, you're in it.
It's a self-portrait.
Secondly, you told us you couldn't paint.
Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet.
Permission-
Denied.
And thirdly, it's signed George.
Well spotted. not signed George, dedicated to George. King George. Gentlemen, the King.
The King!
Where?
Bravo! Now, I've absolutely no hesitation in appointing you our official regimental artist. You're a damn fine chap. Not a pen-pushing, desk-sucking blotter like Darling here. Hey, Darling?
No, sir.
No, sir. Accompany us back to HQ immediately, Blackadder.
Attention!
Permission to speak really quite urgently, sir, otherwise I might just burst like a panic balloon!
Later, George. Much later.
Congratulations on your new appointment, Blackadder.
Thank you, sir.
May I say, Blackadder, I'm particularly pleased about it.
Are you?
Oh, yes.
Now that you're our official regimental artist, we can give you the full briefing. The fact is that King and Country cover story was just a cover story. We want you, as our top painting bod, to leave the trenches
Good.
tonight
Suits me.
and go out into no man's land.
No man's land.
Yes.
Not Paris.
No. We want you to come back with accurate drawings of the enemy positions.
You mean you want me to sit out in no man's land painting pictures of the Germans?
Precisely. Good man.
Well, it's an attractive offer, you see, but not practical. My medium is light. It'll be pitch black. I won't be able to see a thing.
There's a point, actually. I tell you what, we'll send up a couple of flares. You'll be lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Glad I checked. Right, complete and utter quiet. You understand? So, for example, if anybody calls over any barbed wire, they're for no reason allowed to go, ah!
Have you just crawled over some barbed wire, sir?
No, Baldrick, I've just put my elbow in a blob of ice cream.
Oh, that's all right, then.
Right, where the bloody hell are we?
Well, it's difficult to say, sir, but we appear to have moved into an area marked with mushrooms.
What do those symbols denote?
That we're in a field of mushrooms?
Lieutenant, that is a military map. It is unlikely to show interesting sites of flora and fungi. If you look at the key, you'll see that those mushrooms aren't for picking.
Good Lord, sir, you're quite right. It says mine. So these mushrooms must belong to the man who made the map.
Either that, or we're in the middle of a minefield.
Oh, dear.
So he owns the field as well.
The firing, sir! The firing!
Thank you, Lieutenant. If they hit me, you'll be sure to point it out, won't you? Right, let's paint this picture and get out of here.
Well, should we be ready for the flares, sir? You see, my medium is lights and...
Just use your imagination. Wait a minute. Of course. That's the answer. I can't believe I've been so stupid.
Oh, well, that's strange, because normally I'm the stupid one.
I'm not over-furnishing the brains department.
Yes, but this time I've been the most stupidest of them all.
Oh, now, sir, I will not have that. Baldrick and I will always be more stupid than you. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Yeah, stupidity, stupid.
Finish? I think the point is this. We go back to the dugout and do the painting from there. You do the most exciting, most detailed description of the German defences using your imagination.
Oh, I see. And that is a challenge.
Quite. And let's get out of here.
Just one thing, sir. If we do happen to tread on a mine, what do we do?
Well, usual procedure is to jump 200 feet into the air and scatter yourself over wide area.
Captain Blackadder, sir.
Ah, capital. I'm in this new barber shop up one of those fancy chairs with a pneumatic pedal.
No, the plans from Captain Blackadder, sir, of the German armaments.
Oh, yes, of course. God, it's a barrenless and featureless desert out there, isn't it?
It's on the other side, sir.
Oh, yes. Bring them in immediately.
Are you sure this is what you saw, Blackadder?
Oh, absolutely, sir. There may have been a few more armament factories and a few less elephants, but...
Well, you know what this means, don't you?
Well, if it's true, sir, it means we'll have to cancel the push.
Exactly.
Damn, what a nuisance.
Exactly what the enemy would expect us to do, and therefore exactly what we shan't do.
No.
If we attack where the line is strongest, then Fritz will think our reconnaissance is a total shambles. This will lull him into a false sense of security. And then next week, we can actually attack where the line is badly defended and win the greatest victory since the Winchester Fire Raging team beat Harrow by 12 sore bottoms to 1.
Yes. Have you ever visited the planet Earth, sir?
So, best fighting trousers on, Blackadder?
Where's that bravo? An annoyingly loud body.
Permission granted. Bravo! That's the spirit. Just your kind of cabaret, Blackadder.
There's nothing against those elephants.
Get me a chisel and some marble, will you?
What's the matter? You taking up sculpture, sir?
Thought I'd get my headstone done.
What are you going to have put on it, sir?
Here lies Edmund Blackadder, and he's bloody annoyed.
Are we going over the top, sir?
Yes, I'm afraid we are, unless I can think of some brilliant plan.
Oh, would you like some ratto van while you're thinking it over?
Ratto van
Yes, that's right.
that's been run over by a van. I think I'll give it a miss, but it doesn't give me an idea.
I suppose Captain Blackadder and the boys will be going over the top by now.
Yes, God, I wish I was out there with him, dodging the bullets, and instead of having to sit here drinking this Chateau Lafitte and eating these filet mignon and sauce bernaise.
My thoughts exactly, sir. Damn this Chateau Lafitte.
He's a very brave man, Blackadder. And that lieutenant of his, George, Cambridge man, you know, his Uncle Bertie and I used to break wind for our college. Slightly unusual taste, this sauce bernaise.
Yes, and to be perfectly frank, sir, these little mignons are a little...
What?
Well,
What?
dungy.
What on earth's wrong with our cook?
Well, rather a strange story, sir.
Oh, tell.
I received a phone call this afternoon from Cook Gregory the Ninth. He told me that our cook had been selected for the England cricket team and must set sail for the West Indies immediately.
Really?
Barely a moment later, the phone rang again. It was a trio of wandering Italian chefs who happened to be in the area, offering their services